Welcome back to another guide. Today I'm talking about Blade, one of the best destruction characters that scales really well with HP. So how does that work? Is attack still worth to build on him? Let's find out.
Will be the last thing you see. We can get closer.
So Blade is a 5-star destruction character who kinda has it all. He has almost no skill point consumption due to his skill. He has a lot of HP so he won't get killed easily. And lastly, he has an amazing AoE from an intense basic attack, follow-up attack, and ultimate. So let's explain how he has all that. First, Blade's skill is a basic attack enhancement that gives it an AoE effect and increases damage. His enhanced attack consumes Blade's health and does damage based on Blade's attack and max HP, which helps him activate his talent, which lets Blade do a follow-up attack after losing HP 5 times and heals him. And I know this sounds a bit complicated, but it's quite simple once you get used to it. So what about his ultimate?
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
Blade's ultimate, besides nuking the enemy with a lot of damage, can actually sort of heal him, since it sets his match HP to half no matter what. So that's his kit, but which Lycons are good. Of course, his best will be his signature Lycon, but most people aren't going to have that, so let's move on to alternatives. A Secret Vow is one of the best options on him for pure damage, as Blade will be consistently at around half health, which means this Lycon's conditional effect will always be active for most enemies. This increases Blade's personal damage by about 40%. Now there is a 5-star Lycon that's easy to get and is good on Blade, which is on the Fall of Eon. This Lycon is good on any DPS and Blade's no different. It also gives a lot of stats due to it being a 5-star Lycon. This Lycon can be purchased and maxed out in her shop, so it is very free to play friendly. Lastly, for those that are new and don't have any of the previous Lycons, any of the 3-star Lycons work well enough early on them, as they uplift Blade's damage in different ways, so they're usable early on. So that's Lycons done. What about Traces? Blade's trace priority is as follows. His basic attack is his most important thing to upgrade first, as this is how he does most of his damage on his turn. After that, his skill is a good upgrade as it increases the damage buff he gets upon using it. Everything else can be upgraded more slowly to increase his damage. So what about Relics? His best set is still clearly Disciple. This set increases HP and buffs crit rate upon losing HP. This is Blade's best due to the fact that he can easily activate the effect when he uses his skill, as well as the fact that he's primarily skills off of HP. For Planar Ornament, the best one in my opinion is Arena, as it buffs his basic attack and crit rate, though it can be difficult to reach 70% crit. With the Disciple set and his traces, he can already reach 36%, which is a little bit over half the requirement. Now another good option that is comparable to Arena is going to be Inert, as it also increases crit rate and ultimate / follow-up attack damage. This set is also amazing on Blade and has lower requirements, making it another good choice. So what about stats? Blade really likes these sets in particular to increase his damage. As you can see, crit stats are great on his relics as well as HP due to him scaling so well off of it, with speed also being great to take more turns. For relic main stats, I would recommend any crit on the body, though crit damage is preferred for higher damage. Speed or HP on boots. Of course, we take the elemental damage on sphere, and lastly HP on rope for more damage. Anyways, that is all for the video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.